Okay, another weekend, and more time for gaming. Finally, at long last. Oh, what's that now? Are they... No way! Seriously, they're giving away these outfits for free? Oh, it's awesome! I always wanted one of the magical girl Sally outfit. Oh, that is really cool, really cool. But for today, we'll be doing the Blood Moon Fades event rerun. It's one of my favorite events, because I introduced one of my favorite characters, the one next to me, of course. My lovely
あなたの手のぬくもり、懐かしい。
Isn't she so pretty? I love her so much.
この服、気に入ってるの。私たちの思い出が詰まってるから。私のために選んでくれたの。
Gosh, she's just so pretty. I love her so much. But yeah, today we'll be doing that a bit. Doing the Blood Moon event. Then we'll be, of course, as usual, doing some Monster Hunter later. First things, but for now, let's go after the Blood Moon fades. My consciousness slowly sank into chaos. Oh, there was no light, but I could hear a voice urging weakly. Go, now. Hurry, leave this place. It was the unforgettable past, the beginning of the story. Ah man, how long ago was that? The first little event, introduction to Luna. I don't even know if I even played it back then. I think I might have been too late to the game in order to actually play it. I wish to taste ice cream and touch a home with Plush's face. I'm pretty sure I did play it back when I could actually stand to play this on my phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did play this. I just don't have a lot of memories of it. But this will do. I'm content. In my memory, she smiled and looked at the brightly lit city. She emphasized she was content, smilingly, but her eyes spoke of regrets. Please dance with me, right here. The young girl extended her hand under the moonlight. It was a lonely memory from old times, what regrettably could have been. Vampires believe in neither God nor fate, but you who came to me must be the biggest miracle in my life. I believe we will meet again no matter how far we're apart. I don't care. I'll wait for you. Vampires live long, so are best at waiting. My heart was beating wildly, with the phantom pain scorching my gray matter. Why did you make such a solemn promise to me? It was only the first time we met. Was it because... But thank you for trusting me. I'll go see you for a promise we made long ago. As long as I kept recalling the past, I will never forget them. As long as I keep going, I will see you again one day.
来ないで。これでいい。これでいいの。人類、お願い。もう。
Little Luna.
深呼吸をしてください、館長様。
Hey, Rosemary.
よくなりましたか？
You're sweating a lot. Did you have nightmares again? I opened my mouth to call Rita, but I couldn't make a sound. My body felt heavy as if I had been dehydrated. My throat was dry and my temples were throbbing. I was used to waking up from my dreams like this. When did the dream begin? I don't know. All I knew was that I had this dream over and over again. Every time it came to an abrupt end when I was about to touch her. Here, have some tea. Rosemary's fragrance soothed my breathing as a warm liquid ran down my throat. Tea you make is always refreshing. Is it? I'm glad you like it, Captain Sama. She looked at me calmly, with a mysterious smile as usual. Please rest some more. We're about to arrive at the destination, and the road ahead is a long one. Yeah, this destination. Captain Sama, don't you remember? Miss Brownie discovered the coordinates of the Bubble Universe were Miss Luna's by chance. And although it may be a trap, I don't think you would miss any clues. So please look out the window. We are now above Sapphire. We'll be landing in a few minutes. After landing, Miss Brownie needs to make some preparations, so I'll be walking you around the city. I'm going to prepare myself. Call me if you need anything. I nodded, not looking away from the window. The occasional white waves stirred up by the sapphire sea were blindingly bright, and the thick cumulus nimbus clouds were slowly drifting across the sea. The view felt as serene as a dream. Finally, I am here. I stood up, figuring that I might have a better view on the bridge. I didn't expect to overhear whispers coming from the end of the corridor after opening the door. Although the speakers kept their voices down and ended the communication in a hurry, I managed to catch some words. Not much time left for you to choose. Act once you've done thinking. The person on the other end of the phone seemed to be giving orders. I think I've heard this voice before. Who could it be? After a while, I heard a voice that I was more familiar with. Understood. So it begins. Even back in the beginning of this game, when Luna Kindred was the only version of she had, I still really enjoyed that battlesuit early on in the game. Super different from all the other Teresa battlesuits and playing a lot more fun and active. It was just my style. Now she's gotten so much more beautiful. Now just look at her. Gosh, she's so cute. With the help of the captain and her companions, Siren the magical girl lifted the curse of the Miracle Stone to rescue Terry and our 2 seniors. The magical girl case was settled, but Kongman's whereabouts still remained unknown. Meanwhile, the captain had unexpectedly obtained the only clue about a certain girl. However, that girl had left marks on different Teresas across various bubble universes, as if plotting some sort of grand plan. To find Kongman and uncover the girl's secret, the captain and his companions set off to the girl's bubble universe, based on Barney's coordinates. Luna, this time we'll finally meet. The air was still and stuffy. The chirping of cicadas went hand in hand with sweltering heat waves and dazzling sunshine. Summer as it was back then, the sunlight's too harsh. Not much time left for you to choose. Act once you're done thinking. The voice I overheard echoed in my mind. Not much time's left? Act immediately? What does this have to do with Rita? And the voice is very concerning. Captain-sama, are you still feeling dizzy? Don't worry, I'm fine. Sapphire, I didn't expect the leads of Luna would lead us back here. Memories of that summer flooded into my mind. And now? I don't feel hungry, but why am I still? Captain-sama, Rita's expression, has she heard it? I need to change the subject. Captain-sama, do you have any recommended restaurants? Why are you asking about that? It's useful to know the local specialties that represent a city, Captain-sama. I take it that you know this place quite well? You have a point. That reminds me. Looking toward the downtown area, I quickly located a restaurant from my fuzzy memories. There's a place called Homu's Joyful Dining. It's near the beach, has a conspicuous signboard, serves fast food. Let's go and grab a bite. Rita smiled gently. Relax, Captain-sama. There are only the 2 of us here. Or do you not want to have afternoon tea with me? Of course I do. Good. I'll send our coordinates to Miss Brownie. Shall we go now? Man, I remember being so amazed that they gave us like a whole little open world for this event. I think this was the first of its kind. Don't quite remember. Familiar city. I'm really back here. Ah, yes, I remember now. Good job. I remember, game. Oh. Ah. Bad start. There we go. I don't think I'll 100% this event. But I'll try it, but I'll see how far I can make it. Let's be careful to avoid fighting head-on. Like this. I thought the sneak attack would help. Yeah. I'm not even a big fan of steak, but I'd be willing to try the chocolate stick that Luna always seems to want to try. Unfortunately, the ladder is also broken. But not too broken, it can be fixed. Good idea. Good news is there's a small construction site ahead that has all tools and resources we need to fix it. And the bad news is, the site looks empty, so we have to do it ourselves. Yes, I remember this too. It's all coming back to me.
魔法少女シーリン出発。えいふっはっちょっと逃げないでよ。それ逃げられないよ。
後片付けはお任せください。
One goal I really have with these friends is just to collect all those memories again. To have that little... I want to get to that amusement park date and have that little moonlit dance.
任務完了。お待たせいたしました。
Definitely gonna get there. Uh-huh. Ah, the memories. There's a strange device up by the road. It's a geospatial anchor. Looks like it uses the nature of bubble universe to fold space sand. That's all Greek to me. It's a fast travel point. In other words, we can use it to teleport. Oh, portal. I know portals. Geospatial anchor unlocked. Yes, I know. If I remember... Yes, I can swap my own characters that I'm walking around with. Mentioned vampires. Let's go check it out. By the road, a child holding a drink as red as blood was talking and gesticulating to the crowd. Have you heard? Vampires have appeared in Sapphire. Is this information reliable? Absolutely. The grandfather of the decimate of the third niece of my seventh uncle tells us about vampires all the time. There are vampires wandering in nearby alleys and on the rooftops in the southwest corner. If they bite you, you'll turn into a vampire monster too. Alleys and rooftops. It's real. People in Homo's Joyful Diner have also been sighted them. Well, then it seems more than an urban legend. Really? Thank you for believing me. I'll tell everyone about it to keep them away from those places. As the child bounced away, the drink in his hand spilled out, leaving red spots on the ground. This looks like tomato juice. Captain Sama, we came to the right place. Looks like she really is here. But is she still this person you remember? She won't change. I'll always believe in her. Just as she always believed in me. Let's go check out Homu's Joyful Diner first. Start here. Uh-huh. 3, 2, 1, go. Never stood a chance. Thank you. At the door of the diner, an enthusiastic employee handed us a flyer. Oh, dear customer, can I interest you in our freshly launched Bloody Tomato combo here at Homu's Joyful Diner? Blood-like tomato juice with a hamburger loaded with ketchup. It's worthy of the name. The child must have got his drink from here. Captain-sama, let's sign here as we wait for Miss Brawny. Sure. By the way, have you heard of the urban legends about vampires? Vampire rumors? You asked the right person. The employee nervously raised her sleeve. There was a scratch on her arm, and it looked new. Last night, when I was on my way home, a black shadow darted into me, leaving with me this scratch. This scratch looks like a normal scratch. No, I think it has something to do with the vampires. Well, it's possible. But that's all I know. If you're interested, why don't you come in and order our bloody tomato combo? It's so hot outside. Is this a new marketing method? I don't think I can ask more information out of her. Katsuma, aren't you hungry? Let's go in. Okay. Might as well find out more clues myself. Suspicious traces? Crimson trails were left on the walls of the restaurant's corners. On closer inspection, it was just crayon doodles. Seems like it seems like it's a must for every vampire restaurant to use red to achieve the right atmosphere. I mean, can't help it, red looks good with the pale skin. Crimson trails left on walls, crayon doodles. Looks like I have no clues about Luna here. After observing for a while, I didn't find any useful clues, so I settled down at the table. Energetic music was playing on repeat. The restaurant was drenched with a vampire-themed decoration to attract customers. They aimed to maximally stimulate the appetite of customers, but I just stared at the food on the plate, not feeling hungry at all. Back then, I also ordered these hamburgers. So long ago. Homo's Joyful Dining has great burgers, but they aren't as good as the onigiri of Yaya Village. Looking at the layout of the restaurant, those memories came alive. Besides, this restaurant. Sorry about that day. Met an old friend on the way. Responsible Sapphire police volunteers don't use that kind of excuses. But I did pick up some interesting intel. Captain-sama, it's very impolite to be distracted in front of ladies. Oh, I'm sorry, I am. However, no table manners prohibit eating in front of ladies, Captain-sama. Amused by her rare humor, I immediately caught her drift. Okay, I'll focus on the meal for now. When I grabbed a hamburger, the tangled memories played in my eyes again. I'm glad to see you didn't forget our promise. I'm sorry, but I may be unable to keep my promise to you. Captain-sama, instead of brooding alone, you can try venting out. Guess I can't hide anything from you. It's about the dreams I had recently. I see. Nothing I saw and heard in my dreams was from my memory, but it felt so real, as if I had been wandering to realize a promise that would stop at nothing. So, Captain-sama, do you suppose Miss Luna acted that way in your dreams out of an intense obsession? I'd like to say yes, but it's been too long since I met her. Besides, who am I to judge where she's gone and what she's experienced? Who am I to judge? I can see you're very concerned about Miss Luna, but we are here to find out what she plans to do and prevent her from doing anything more dangerous. As for why she does it, we may learn that after we stop her. You're right, I was too anxious. It's worse that you forgot your purpose. I picked up the underlying meaning, so I have forced myself to unwrap the hamburger. Why aren't you guys eating? Two little hands suddenly appeared, one grabbing the soda and the other at the hamburger. It's better to arrive at the right time early. Thanks for the treat. Brownie, you're fast. Am I? I was delayed on my way. Alright, come on out. Behind Brownie, a purple-haired girl poked her head up. Miss Siren, we meet again? Brownie said you needed help, so... Hey, I never said that. You're the one who was worried sick and urged me to pick you up as soon as things settle in Crescentwood City. Hey, Brownie, shut it. Siren, I'm happy you came to help me. It's just... if you think you could ease me up by saying it's too dangerous or it's my own business, you underestimate my resolve and effort so far. Siren turned her face away awkwardly, her puffed cheeks slightly rosy. I see. Thank you, Siren. That's the spirit, huh? Siren, try this hamburger, it's super. No, I'm not eating what you've bitten. Miss Siren, we ordered the recommended combo for you. It comes with a magical girl toy too. Look. Siren glanced at it reluctantly. Wait a minute, the burger bun is pink. Oh, the bachelor one is so cute too. See, I told you Siren would love it. Wait, I'll go to more combos to fill all our stomachs. I want our magical girl toy. Brownie, wait up. Isn't she adorable? Siren's upsetting hair shook a little. She and Brownie ran in tandem to the counter. Siren looked livelier than before. Yes, and you're much more relaxed than you were a moment ago. Rita looked at me smilingly. I realized I'd taken a few bites of the hamburger in my hand. Seems that you've regained your appetite. So did you find the leader of Luna and Sapphire? Siren tilted her head as well, biting her straw. Yes, Captain Sama and Miss Luna first met in Sapphire, but she's quite difficult to locate. She was last seen before Miss Brownie was born. Hey, what does that have to do with me? In short, it dates back a very long time. I'm just as surprised to hear from her again. But the clues came by in a fishy way. What do you mean? It all came too easy. Think about it, we weren't able to locate some of the Teresas in other bubble universes just because of the distance limits. I've been searching for Luna for a long time to no avail. Regardless of how much I optimize the programs and machines, and the same person has returned to Sapphire when we began helping Teresa. And, judging by the time, the bubble universe where Sapphire was located should have perished long ago, or have started to deteriorate. But it looks fine. With my bubble universe, will my bubble universe ends up like that? Will it? Well, Siren put the one toy she was clutching on the table and pushed it back to Rita. Here you go. I don't want any toy sets. I'm not a child. I want the truth. Rita looked at me, and I nodded. Siren, all bubble universes floating in the Sea of Quanta will eventually perish, just as everything will turn to dust. But there's still a long time before that day comes. And the toy is a thank you gift, so you know I won't lie to you. Really? Then I'll accept it. But with one condition. Since our mission is so dangerous, you need to give me another one after it's over. That's a promise. Rita, who would only drink wine or tea, raise a glass of soda and signal to us. The light passed through the red sparkling juice, casting the blush on her fair wrist. Let's have our meal first. As for specifics, we can play it by ear. What I mean is, this trip may have unexpected rewards. Unimaginable gains, you might say. Ah, man. Let's walk around a Siren. Oh, I know. But man, for this story to really just any sort of story that can go on for this long and have so many branching paths and different storylines, and have it all just come together at one point eventually for one big grand finale, it's just what makes it so cool.
魔法少女シーリン
And it was a great story the whole way through.
ちょっと逃げないでよ
So many monsters in Sapphire. Was it all this way already when you came before, Captain?
逃げられないで
後片付けはお任せください。
I didn't see this type
目標
before.
録音はや
Hey, can we get to visit at hand first and chat later? Been a while since you used Hack Sword.
Mục tiêu 録音はや
Now, totally not Silver Wolf.
実況よく見てて
But meeting so many different characters, learning all their stories, and having it all just accumulate into one big epic finale. How can you not love something like that? That does it so well.
ちゃんと見てて
And with a character that's so meaningful too as well.
逃げられないよふふんもっと褒めてもいいんだよ
Oh, child. Cool, whoosh, bam, and the monster fell. Well, that was awesome, Captain. So awesome. I know, quit it, you two. Kid, were there so many monsters on these streets before? Is it normal for monsters to roam about? But they've never attacked humans before. What went wrong today? I wish Miss Police Volunteer were here. She'd have wiped them out. I haven't seen her for days, though. Police Volunteer? Could be her? Kid, do you know where to find this Police Volunteer? Nope, but I used to see her in the bar street. By the way, aren't you guys too shanks to go looking for her? So he doesn't know. If I were so tough, I wouldn't have fled like a rat chased by the vampires last night. Vampire? You didn't mention that. Well, I didn't mean to keep it from you. I'm just not sure what it was. Last night I stayed up late with my buddies in the swimming pool to get home quickly. I risked taking the alleyway where rumors of vampires were often heard. And guess what? I'm a suspicious figure with red eyes. Super scary. Luckily, I'm a fast runner. Look at the map. Was this really the alley? Was this the alley you passed through? Yeah, I think so. This place was... Let's go there. Wait, I'm not done yet. I only have this homo chip with me. Please take it. Thank you for your help. Shiny. Nice. I'll keep it. Goodbye, kid. Goodbye. over here. Not quite. Ah, nothing there. Excuse me. So I just have to hide from them. Found the ID. There you go. What should I do? Can't find it anywhere. I shouldn't have gotten drunk last night. The man with bloodshot eyes reeked of alcohol. Obviously, he didn't have a good rest last night. Sir, excuse me, would you mind stepping aside? I can't find it, let alone two of it. Where the heck is it? I'm done for. I don't think Mr. Out of his mind will listen. Maybe we'll help him if we find him he's lost. What? You'll help me find it? Great. You only hear what you want to hear, don't you? You've been waiting for people like us. I think I'm lost in the alley down the road where we came from. Please help me. Alright, just let us see what we can do. Think I just did? Yes. Let's see, how was it? There you go. Get out of the way. That alley that best fits the captain's description is just ahead. But after all these years, can we really find any clues there? My memory was like an inky sea, stirring violently from time to time. This alley didn't look creepy in the day thanks to the speckled sun. It just felt secluded. The solitude reminded me of that summer night, and that frail girl. Go, now, hurry, leave this place. The alley where I first met the vampire girl was not as quiet as it used to be. You're right, finding clues about her here doesn't mean she's still here. Although I know perfectly well, I somehow took a step forward. But I still want to have a look around here. Even if hope is slim, I don't want to give up. Climb. In the alley, a shoddy silver bullet-shaped toy lay on the ground, seemingly a parody of the weapon used to fend off vampires in stories. If you lose your toys, you can look for them. If you lose your virtue, you'll leave your toys everywhere. No clues seem to be ready to Luna, but something's there. Let's have a look. Something flickering in the corner caught my attention. Huh? This is a shard of red glass. Did it fall from somewhere? I don't see any buildings nearby with red windows. Wait, it's just an ordinary shard of glass. I couldn't help but pick up the particular shard and observe it. Crimson or blood red. At a closer look, it does seem rather special. As soon as the light passed through the glass, light spots appeared within the translucent inside of it. Hey, Captain, aren't you coming? Wait, Captain-sama, you... I was so absorbed in the lighted spots that all sounds faded away. Gradually, there was only one thing I could hear and see. The memory shards. Thank you for fulfilling my wishes. Could you entertain one last self-request of mine? Please dance with me, right here. I always wished that someone would say those words to me. This is her memory. Captain-sama? It's her. Miss Luna, Captain-sama, did you see something? Although I'm not sure how, this shard contains her memories. It must be left here for a reason. She's probably nearby. I have to find her. Looking around, I didn't see anything. Somehow, when I thought of it, her heart would beat violently, and I clearly felt something sharp was standing between me and her. Every time I wanted to be near her, it stung me. Why? Was it fate that prevented me from finding her? No, I don't care about those insubstantial things. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me from finding my wife, my beautiful wife. Captain-sama, you don't look very well. Don't worry, I have a hunch I thought they were going in the right direction. Come on, let's go find the rooftop of that building. I see. Don't push yourself, Captain-sama. I know, Rita, don't worry. that. Forgot how big this map was. Incredible. We have 5 different locations. The road to the building is blocked. The lock is so heavy it can't open it without a key. I don't see any guards here either. Let's go find a resident and ask how to get in. Hey, we're looking for vampire clues. Key, isn't it with the person who's always smiling? Key. Felt anger took it away. You, do you have the key? Frail, do you have the key? I've already asked the 4 people. Do you have the key? Quizzes, huh? I don't remember the answer to this one. I'll just say... Meek. Ah, correct. Got it right in one try, amazing. This treasure is yours. Got on the first try. Complete guess. You got the key. How's it going? Did you find the key? Stop playing dumb. You took the key, didn't you? Stop joking around. The kid over there told us that you're acting an athlete. You're pretending to be sick, aren't you? What? You saw through me? Huh. Suddenly your voice is as loud as a bell. Why did you lie to us? For the sake of Sapphire, of course. Don't you crooks dare to release the devil. Devil? What nonsense are you talking about? Legend has it that it's been behind the door you want to open. Legend has it that behind the door you want to open is a vampire that will doom Sapphire. I'll never give you the key. Another rumor about vampires. We just want to have a look up that building. That's right. We'll take responsibility for anything that happens. No, not a chance because... The man suddenly gave a loud, shrill cry. I sensed something bad had appeared next to me. So I turned my head and saw a terrible monster staring at us. The devil's real! Eradicate the outliers. Huh, where did it come from? A big secret seems to be buried here. Time a battle.
魔法少女シーリン出発ふっへいふっやっやっへいはっそうです
後片付けはお任せください。はっ
It's nice to see older battle suits again after so long.
Yeah.
Hexer was always one of my early favorite Bronya battle suits. Back before For Sure Reason came out. At least I think Hexer came out before Reason. So, is this a so-called Devil of Doom? What a weak as a kitten, I'd say. You're so strong. Actually, I'm more concerned with its growl. It seemed to be saying, eradicate the outliers. You know, it's too, Captain Sama. These Honkai beasts, are they trying to stop me from advancing? But why? But no, I don't believe it. I think this is a rejection from the bubble. I think this is a rejection from the bubble universe. Similar to what happened to you and Miss Kongman last time. It's actually possible. We must go forward if we want to know the truth. That's right, so the guy over there, can you give us the key already? That so-called devil has already been defeated by us. Okay. I left the key in the swimming pool in the north. Go get it yourselves. A swimming pool, huh? A map like this makes me want to fill it out completely, just so I can get those little bits of detail there. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I'll try not to be so eager about filling the map. swimming stamina. Where was it? Ah. Onward and over. Hello? Up on the roof?
魔法少女シーリン出発。
The wind arose. This time, instead of taking away a shred of the stuffiness, it only annoyed me. I looked down at the city, but even the familiar view couldn't soothe my nerves. Sapphire seems a bit strange today. How so? I feel time passes unnaturally fast. What's more, Sapphire is different from what I remember. Is it just my imagination? Let's look around first. Maybe we'll find some clues. Back then, this is where... You do not have the right to impose questions on me, human. But I guess I can make an exception for you. Reveal your name, human. Let's make a deal, human. I'll tell you the story of a girl related to this incident. You, on the other hand, must help me. No, her, fulfill a wish. Well then, let us start with our protagonist's name. Her name is... She must still be waiting for me. I must find her. But this roof is more spacious and decorated differently than I remember. Is something wrong with my memory? I can take you there if you want. I don't have a lot of cash on me, but I guess I can still treat you to some ice cream. Then we can head to the Homo World. There's plenty of Homo toys at that place. The night is still young. I'll be with you. Oh, let's meet here tomorrow night as well. If we can't play every attraction tonight, then we can do it tomorrow night, and the night after that. This time, I'll surely fulfill her wishes. I should be able to see Homo World from here. When that time comes, I'll... Wait, why? Hey, Captain Dodge! Barney pulled me aside, and almost immediately, a huge blast brushed past me. Sorry, I zoned out. Yeah, let's get rid of them first. Who's around? How dare you interrupt my memories of my wife? No one interrupts my wife reminiscing time gets away with it.
これで逃げ場はないよね。あなたが持ってて。
We can't predict them. Looks like they're after us. Yeah, but in the sapphire in my memory, this wasn't a thing. How do you know this is a sapphire in your memory? Everything in this world feels wrong to me. You're right, something is going on here. Strange vampire rumors without a clue, monsters coming out of nowhere to stop us from advancing, and this rooftop is different from what I remember. And what's that place with all its colorful lights? That's Homo World. You can take the Ferris wheel to see the cruise ships on the sea. Tomorrow, let's go to the Homo World tomorrow. Let's go to Homo World tomorrow, okay? Just give me one more day. There's so many more things I want to tell you. I'm certain we can see Homo World from here. Huh? But from the data I can find, no amusement park has ever been built in Sapphire, let alone one with such a unique name. If it's Homo, I'll definitely remember it. Captain, you sure you didn't misremember? I'm sure, and this isn't the only oddity I noticed. I've been tracking Luna with the premise that she's a vampire, but based on what we've garnered so far, the rumors about inclusive Sapphire aren't tied to her. And the kid mentioned that those monsters don't normally attack residents, but they attacked us twice along the way. Didn't you say it was a rejection from the bubble universe? I suppose I was wrong. Those monsters appeared not because the world was rejecting us, but because someone was deliberately stopping us from advancing. Then the person behind this is powerful. Maybe they've been watching us before we even came to the bubble universe. Maybe they're watching us right now. that case, they deliberately spread rumors about vampires in order to keep the residents away from certain places in the city. But this is so strange. There are rumors there seems to be no concept of magic in this bubble universe, but Siren looked in the distance thoughtfully, her eyes wavering. But I can feel a special energy fluctuating in some streets. Since we left the restaurant, we entered the city and came across the citizens. In which direction are those streets you mentioned, Siren? Probably over there. We'll have to check them out. Let's go, Rosemary. Hey, come on. Coming. I haven't forgotten the deal with Rosemary. Not yet. Into this little park. The ways are just ahead. Check different 37. Here. Yes, the strange fluctuation I sensed is coming from this spot. Before us lay a violet mist that appeared to be enshrouded that appeared to enshroud a metallic component of sorts. As far as I can recall, Sapphire has never had such an object before. Perhaps this bubble universe was modified, thus explaining the differences from how you recall it, Captain Sama. Does this match in our previous discussion? The fact that the bubble universe, which should have been destroyed, is not only still present, but perfectly intact, strongly suggests that Luna in all likelihood intervenes in some way. However, what sort of modifications could prolong the lifespan of this bubble universe? Good question. But rather than dwelling on that, it might be more beneficial to investigate this strange device first. I don't think we should touch it so soon. Suddenly the whole Sapphire seemed to shake violently. The sky darkened, and the once sweltering day turned to a cold night. Just like that night. I said don't touch it! Hey, just to be clear, I haven't done anything. Might this be used for manipulating time? Should we give it a knock? I reached out and knocked on the device, but nothing happened. Maybe we're not meant to control it. Given the shift from day to night was so abrupt, the residents must have noticed it as well. Just to be safe, let's go investigate where we've been to. First of all, let's go to the alley the child mentioned, where he claimed to spot a mysterious person with red eyes. We're on a patrol for vampire rumors. Just looking for one vampire, but we'll find them, maybe. A little sidetracking. Treasure right there, then no reason not to get them. How did I catch this one again? It's running out before I can even get to it. Maybe go down. Gotcha. Didn't even have to try for that one. Kick it down. I mean, the stairs are still right here. I can just fix it again. What are you doing, kid? Hey there, kiddo. Kiddo. Didn't you go play with your friends? What brings you here? Huh? Who are you guys? Hello there, little buddy. Do you need any help? Wow, who are you people? You really startled me. You don't recognize us? I don't think we met before. Besides, my mom told me not to talk to strangers. But we actually just saved you once. Look, this is a homo chip you gave us. This is my homo chip. How did it up in your hands? You ghost? Whoa! That boy screamed and scurried into the depths of the alley. Odd, it's as if he no longer recognizes us. Could it be that he ran into an accident on his way here? Maybe we must have turned back time when we flipped that switch. Red light, blue, red light, green light? Ah. A little finicky with those. Getting the right angle on them. Yeah, but you're gonna go through the whole rambling again. Oh man. That went by faster. I'll get this. I'm trying to rush it. Getting too greedy. There we go. Why are these children just hauling around treasure chests wherever they go? I remember this moment from the Honkai Hyperion Lounge. I remember them showing this for it. The man up ahead was staggering, his bloodshot eyes unsettling in the darkness of the night. Hey look, that's the person up ahead looked kind of familiar. Looks like the guy who refused to get up our way unless we found his stuff. Seeing him like this in the middle of the night is pretty creepy. I wonder if that kid was scared by him. How come he's back here again? Those people were acting weird. What on earth happened? They don't remember us, and this place isn't quite the same as it was during the day. Let's follow him. Yeah, I remember this from the Hyperion Lounge. Yeah, it's just your imagination. Do you see that? Yeah, the guy dropped something again. Why do I get the feeling that the two things he dropped looks exactly like the ones we gave him earlier today, Captain Sama? What on earth is happening? Why are the events that occurred playing out again? What's even more baffling is that everyone seems to be completely oblivious to the recent day to night transition. Unfamiliar world was reversed day and night, reset memories, rumors aimed to divert attention. I've got it now. Darn it, why did it take me this long to realize? I believe time wasn't fast-forwarded to tonight, instead it was reset to last night. I was checking that the device's purpose is to send us into the past? No, reversing time is not impossible and doesn't really add to the stability of this world. Captain, when you encountered that Teresa, you were in the process of observing this world, correct? And you also experienced a pseudo-time rewind. Indeed, through multiple conscious projections, I relived that particular night multiple times. However, I wasn't able to attain a perfect ending. So it does share some similarities with Kongman's experience. Based on these experiences, I have a bold hypothesis. The device's function, similar to how you rewound time, is anchoring time to a specific period, so you can relive it again and again until you save the world from destruction. It's possible this bubble universe could be trapped in the loop. That device resets everything to its initial state at some point in time. And this is why someone deliberately spread the rumors to divert attention, and dreadful monsters were deployed to deter us from approaching that area. Doesn't this mean that the residents here are trapped in a loop, forced to relive the same day over and over again? Shall we reveal the truth to everyone, Captain Sama? It's worth a shot. Perhaps the more people become aware of the loop, the more higher the chance of drawing out the person behind it is. I have a suitable candidate in mind. She stays in one place regardless of the time, making her quite easy to find. Let's go to Homo Joyful's dining. Hey, waitress, you're stuck in a time loop. Hope's Joyful Dining was brightly lit. The employees were standing at this entrance and warmly welcoming passerby. Oh, dear customer, can I introduce you in our freshly launched Bloody Tomato combo here at Homewood's Joyful Dining? Enthusiastic employee handed me a flyer featuring coupons. Wanna get a combo for your little sisters? Into the sweeten the deal, a limited edition toy wand is included as a gift. The kids will love it. Well, who's this guy's little sister, you say? I am not a kid, says someone who got a toy last time. Well, it's true that the combo sells well. It's not very every day you see someone buy 6 and another 2 of it. Do you really truly not remember any of us? I apologize, dear customer, but it truly is my first time seeing you all. Confusion overtook her, wiping the smile off her face. She doesn't remember us. Time really has been reset. Time has been reset? And what are you talking about, customers? You might not believe it, but you're stuck in a loop. A loop? The employee gazed at us, momentarily frozen in place. Within our dazed eyes, a profound fear suddenly emerged. I guess it's too much to take in at once, and that's alright. Maybe we can sit down and talk it over. Oh dear, an animal, no, a monster! A monster's going to eat us! Hey, calm down. When I was about to grab the panicking employee, a roar from behind left me no time to worry about her. It's contrived for a Honkai base to appear navigable times? It's contrived for Honkai base to appear navigable times. Feels contrived, isn't it? Seems that loop is a secret that can't be revealed. Let's wipe it out. Careful, these monsters aren't the same as the ones we met before. They're highly aggressive and they're coming out right at us. So what, just take down every single one of them.
All units, fire at will.
Wipe them all out. Somebody keep coming non-stop. There's too many of them. This is bad. I think I don't need help. Himeko! Man, I love Peg Master. Another one of my early favorite battle suits. A lot of the first few original Himeko battle suits weren't really that fun for me. The Peg Master was just super fun. Nice and fast with this cool little charge attack. Really was one of my favorites back then. Hey, you people over there, what's the hush-hush business at this hour of night? Run. My body responded a few seconds ahead of my mind, as if I was about to be captured and interrogated in the next minute. The impression Himiko left on me at the time is still too deep. Yeah, ex-wives tend to do that. I wouldn't really say ex-wife, more like a widow wife. I thought strangers like us would have aroused Himiko's suspicion, yet she didn't push us like she did in our previous encounters, and said she was gentle to us. Don't be afraid, I'm Sapphire's police volunteer. How can I assist you? No worries, we're just hanging, right? That's right, and we don't want any reports to make it easy either. She really doesn't remember anything at all. Thank you, Miss Himiko. It's getting late, so we'll just head back home. I turned to leave, but she intercepted me, her eyes locking onto mine. Miss Himiko, do I appear suspicious to you? Well, you do seem rather suspicious. For example, how do you know my name? She took out a notebook and pen from her pocket and began listing our suspicious points. Firstly, you loiter in the streets at midnight and immediately wanted to go home upon spotting me. Very abnormal behavior. Oh, come on, you're being very overly cautious. Can't we just remember that it's time to go home? Secondly, you pestered and even attempt to assault a staff member at Home's Joyful Dining. Are you threatening her? Hey, threatening her won't do us any good. Thirdly, you mentioned the loop, right? Oh? Well then, Miss Himiko, what's your opinion on the loop? You don't look surprised. Why should I be? On the contrary, I find you suspicious individuals have a point. You trust us? Trust you? No, rather, I hope you all can trust me. Oh? In fact, I've been investigating this matter, whether Sapphire is truly caught in a loop or not. As she said the word whether, the confidence in her eyes dimmed. Unlike the others, when Sapphire's time is reset, my memories remain intact. Therefore, I'm aware that those events occurred. Just as you mentioned, the people here are trapped in an unchanging loop. Well, since you're investigating Sapphire's anomalies, why don't we find a place to sit down and have a proper conversation? We've come across some findings that might just be the answers you're looking for. Sorry, we can't prove our identity, but please trust us. We're earnestly searching for the source of the Sapphire's known anomalies. No, it's not your identity that I have doubts about. It's just, I don't think I've seen the three ladies. But you... Have we met before? Have we? I can't explain it. I might just be mistaken. She flipped her ponytail and offered a smile. Follow me. I'll take you to a place. Yeah, we can run around as Himiko. Yeah, being able to just swing out a big sword like that, do lots of hits of damage. Always fun. I didn't know there's a place like this in Sapphire. After crossing a long bridge, we arrived in another area of Sapphire. Along the way, we told Himiko everything we had gone through since coming here. Sounds like you're quite familiar with Sapphire. Have you been here before? No. I still can't shake the feeling that we've crossed paths before. Strange. I can even remember exactly which cat is walking on which street at what time. A bitter smile in the alley where she left still haunted me. A soft sigh escaped my lips as I tried to break free from the persistent nightmares. At least this time I won't let anything happen to her. I should confess all to her. But now is the right time to catch up. How could that be? You asked me many times already. If I really had seen such a dashing hero like you, I'd remember clearly. You smooth talker. Speaking of which, do you know anything about those monsters? Well, I'm still investigating. However, what I can confirm is that whether someone deliberately acts against the loop in Sapphire, those monsters will show up and attack constantly. If that's indeed the case. We were actually about to tell the employees that she's in a world that repeats itself. Just to save your breath, when the loop resets and the clock strikes 6 in the evening, the residents will forget whatever you said to them. The clock? What's that? Oh, I forgot to fill you in. There are 3 pendulum clocks scattered across Sapphire. To some extent, they determine the loop cycle. Clocks that control time loops. Fascinating. So if we stop these pendulum clocks, could we potentially alter or even break the loop in Sapphire? While it's not yet certain, my hunch is that if the pendulum clocks are controlling the loop cycle, then starting with them will likely provide us with insights into the matter. Nevertheless, every attempt I made to further investigate the pendulum clocks have been thwarted by those pesky monsters. Therefore, as probable as their hypothesis sounds, I can't vouch for its correctness. If you ask me, we won't know until we try. Himiko, could you take us to the pendulum clocks? No way, that's incredibly dangerous. Once we approach the pendulum clocks, the monster will attack us tirelessly. Hey, we live for the thrill. If the reward is right, there's no challenge we can't overcome. And don't worry about the funds, this guy will foot the bill. Brownie winked at me, and I sighed. Please lead the way, Himiko. Who knows, in a world that operates on its own set of rules, we might be the unpredictable variables. And having us by your side means your attempts to solve the loop won't be thwarted by monsters. Besides, given the situation, do we have any options other than trying our luck here? Since we've come this far, Miss Himiko, wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't give it a try? Okay, you've convinced me completely. Alright, it's settled then, Miss Himiko. Let's go. I know the precise location of the first pendulum clock. World in flux. See that? The clock's in the factory, but we can't get in. Yes, Random Citizen? Restricted factory. Authorized personnel only. Your boss sent us to pick up delivery. Did he not tell you about it? Is that so? Maybe, but I'm just a temp. Fine, if you need the key, go over there and ask. The administrator of the warehouse also oversees that mountain forest, so he should have all the keys you need. Alright, we'll go find him. Thank you. You're a good storyteller, huh? Why, thank you for the praise. Let's go. We've got the administrator. We'll go. When we get to the administrator, you'll do the talking. He's just very gullible. Deep forest indeed. What's going on? The fog is too thick to pass, and I don't see any forest. Something's not right. This fog is fluctuating like the magic. Oh, you're saying this fog might be one of Sapphire's anomalies? I don't know why we were led here, but my gut tells me to stay out of it. In other words, we're deceived. I suggest we return to confront him. You don't say. Let's go and see why he tricked us into this place. He's even holding a bunch of keys. If anyone comes so far, help. What about you? The honor but... Alright, I gotta go for fetch quests. In order for those. Been discovered, gotta run. Guards, stop these people. Push the mechs from the front to find a way to squeeze around them, tap the right button to reset. Excuse me. Let's reset. Messed that up. I want to get the treasure chest. There we go. Slide puzzles like this usually can kind of trip me up every now and then. Clear the way. Hey. Gotcha. Don't hit me, please. Ouch, that hurts. I surrender. Can't I surrender? What are you talking about? I haven't even touched you. I apologize for misleading you. Look, here's the key. Catch. Hey, don't throw the keys all of a sudden. Stop. One escape. I'll give him that. He's a sly one. Anyway, we got the key. With it, we can unlock the factory gate. Let's proceed, Captain. Warehouse. How intriguing. This is a finely crafted piece. Just not very good at doing its job. Look, it's running slower than the regular clocks. The colossal pendulum clock stood before me. However, its pendulum, which should be swinging back and forth with ease, was swinging sluggishly, as if being held back by some unseen force. Don't be fooled by the pendulum clock's slow pace at night. It spins much faster than you think at a day-night transition. Rapid day-night transitions, prolonged nights like this. Are these all dictated by the time display on the dial? Impressive. With so little information, you're able to guess what I'm about to say. In a general sense, clocks serve as metaphors for a comprehension of time. However, in Sapphire, time is subject to the hands of the pendulum clocks. This is what pendulum clocks control time limits mean. Yes, when the hour hands points to the 6 for a second time, the looping day will start again. Yeah, for someone aware of being trapped into a perpetual loop, living through the same day over and over again must be hell tedious. That's why I made numerous attempts to break the loop. Unfortunately, I tried to tell the others, but I tried to tell others that we're all living in a world of our pizza self, just like you did, and the result is what you saw. Informing familiar colleagues, shouting on the streets, throwing flyers like crazy, I lost track of the number of manners in my attempts. But once the loop restarts, it's like none of that ever happened. Like all the efforts I made never existed at all. I've seen Hingo angry, vigilant, teasing, and even talking drunk on this rooftop, yet I never seen her gutted like this. Time and time again, I made futile attempts, and pursued relentlessly, only to witness tragedy unfold before me. Denial, disappointment, and denial again. Is my going in circles in a tragedy not a loop in and of itself? Himeko. Yes? Nothing. So what happened next? Regarding the pendulum clock, what are your thoughts? Ever since I realized the connection between the pendulum clocks and the Sapphire's loop, I've been searching for ways to stop it. As you know, they all failed. After so many loops, this is the first time I'm standing in front of the pendulum clock. Each step I made to approach the pendulum clock was disrupted by monsters that appeared out of nowhere. They reminded me of my insistent suitors. Yeah, the insistent type's not for you. Then do you know any eligible guys to introduce me to? Hey, when this is all over, I'll need you to find a good man for me. I don't know why, but that line from Himiko popped into my mind. On that summer night on a beer and breeze, I brushed it off as her tipsy joke. Little did I know that she was referring to tomorrow that would never come. Hey, why did you let me space out? Don't tell me you find it difficult to find a nice guy for me. Of course not. I promise to find a perfect guy for you. If you have any requests, just let me know. Huh. You're certainly taking my joke to heart, but don't do it in this city that keeps resetting memories, or my date wouldn't start with me self-introductions every day. Seeming to join in on a joke, a sense of relief washed over me. Despite no longer residing in her memories, I hope that she would forever be enthusiastic and candid. Police volunteer remains unchanged. I assure you that the matter is in good hands, Himiko. There's strength in numbers. We've already reached the first pendulum clock, and I'm confident that we'll soon crack the loop. Absolutely. Compared to investigating solo and fretting about being jumped by monsters, your involvement already marks a breakthrough. Time is of the essence. After I climb into the pendulum clock, if any monsters appear, make sure to guard my back, alright? Wait, on second thought, you should go instead. I have more experience dealing with monsters after all. No need for all that trouble, Miss Hugo. Tracker, it's time to shine. In response, the drone emitted a soft blue glow, swiftly flew to the top of the pendulum clock, and began to scan. In the meantime, we huddled around Brownie's hollow screen to observe the progress. I can't see clearly. Brownie, move it closer. It's clear. Oh, you're not having trouble understanding, are you? Don't worry, little Siren, I'll teach you. Look, this is the escapement, and this is the mainspring that powers the pendulum. I hope the tracker fly closer for a better look of the structure. How do you like it? Is it much clearer now? The instant the sound wave was made, the colossal pendulum clock in front of me abruptly stopped, and the balanced night outside the window was instantly bathed in twilight as it should. However, in a matter of seconds, the pendulum clock resumed its ponderous sway. And the afterglow dissolved in the thick night. I could hardly believe my eyes. Did the pendulum clock actually stop? Well, Siren, your magic has become so impressive. You should keep up the good work and shut down the clock. That wasn't me. I just tried and my magic is completely ineffective against this bizarre pendulum clock. I looked at Brownie's holoscreen, trying to figure out what just happened. It seems there's a jammer resembling a data barrier outside the pendulum clock's driver, which caused the tracker's scanning signal to impact the pendulum clock's operation. Is that so? Let me check. Huh, fascinating. Who would have thought that I'd get to work on such an antique? I'm almost moved to tears. Alright then, we'll leave the task of hacking into pendulum clock data barrier to you, Miss Brownie. Well, you finally decided to chime in, Miss Rosemary. I was beginning to wonder if Siren had cast some sort of silencing spell on you. I'm not that bored, you know, and if I were to use that spell, I'd definitely use it on you first. That's not gonna work, little Siren. Brownie, how long will it take to hack into the pendulum clock? It won't take much time. After all, I am the #1 hacker. But of course, if you're willing to offer a more generous reward, it might even be faster. Brownie winked at me, then started tapping on the screen while humming a tune. I scanned my surroundings, searching for any indicators of potential monster attacks. Yet at present, an unsettling tranquility pervaded. So tranquil it was almost incredulous. Himiko mentioned that once the pendulum clock detected anomalies, monsters would emerge. Despite Brownie's trackers guarding the perimeter of the factory, caution is still advised. However, what concerns me more is... You seem to have something to speak to me. It's just that I expected the usual reader to provide some advice or insights, but today you have been unusually quiet. In my view, everyone's efforts are commendable. As for you, Captain, you don't require any of my counsel at the moment. You simply need to trust your own instincts. However, besides these concerns, it seems we now have a tougher challenge at hand. Some uninvited guests have breached Miss Brownie's security blockade. Chaotic and ominous footsteps reached my ears, prompting me to instinctively glance out the factory windows. Sure enough, in the moonlight, the monsters surrounded us. They're here. Brownie, take position behind me, quickly. That's so sweet, Sharon. While I work on the hacking, I'll leave the task of protecting me in your capable hands. I remember. Oh, bat, swallow like flies. Swallow like flies. 75. Complete. Mission accomplished. Time to wrap things up. Perhaps it's more like a break? Is everybody alright? No worries, I've become accustomed to this a long time ago. They retreated for now. Is it because of the pendulum was damaged? It seems a malfunctioning pendulum clock has lost its value for them to protect, but has the loop been terminated? Gazing at the daunting darkness outside, I shook my head while holding a timer in my hand. Clearly we're still caught in the loop. Besides, based on the way that it was in Sapphire, the current sky shouldn't be as deep into night. The way it was in Sapphire, it sounds like you've been here for a long time. Well, in fact, I've gone through a lot of intel beforehand. Himiko, you mentioned that Sapphire has a total of 3 clocks, correct? Oh, yes. So are you implying that unless we completely destroy all 3 clocks, the loop on Sapphire won't come to an end? Bingo! I just found that these pendulum clocks are seemingly interconnected by some force. Destroying one of them isn't enough to completely shut down the loop. However, this triple safeguard is, for me, just child's play. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go proceed to shut down all the remaining ones. Himiko, do you know the location of the other pendulum clocks? Well, truth be told, I could have found there were 3 of them if not for the chimes. As for the other 2, I can only rely on the outward chimes to gauge their approximate locations. When I attempted to pinpoint their exact positions, the troublesome monsters always got in my way. Is it because those 2 pendulum clocks are situated relatively far away from your initial routine within the loop? Probably so. Within this loop of Sapphire, when things deviate too far from the original trajectories, they'll be hunted by those monsters. It's almost like a correction mechanism. If that's the case, I probably can't continue the journey ahead with you. And why not? If my deviation from my original path were to attract monsters, then as we head out to locate the other 2 clocks, my presence might lead us to even more monsters. However, without you as our guide, would you still be worried for us if we go straight ahead and break the pendulum clocks which draws monsters, wouldn't you? Besides, when it comes to dealing with those monsters, aren't you the most experienced and proficient one here? Let's go together, Himiko. Unraveling the loop has been your wish, hasn't it? My wish. You're right. For without breaking the loop, that unresolved case will forever remain an enigma, untouched by resolution. Now that's the responsible vigilante I know. Not anymore. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's head to the second pendulum clock now. The other from Barney's screen interrupted our conversation. What was that sound? Don't be afraid, little Siren. It's just an alert of my trackers. Have they spotted any monsters? It appears that there's a bit of a snag in the program. Let's go. Let me check. It's not a difficult issue, but it still requires a bit of time to pinpoint the problem. It'd be nice if there's a spot to recharge, you know. And then perhaps a chill drink to go along with it. Yep. By the way, my place is nearby. If you don't mind, you can come over for a visit or something. Well, this does appear to be the most plausible approach. Well then, guess we'll have to trouble you, Himiko. Ha, you're so welcome. After all, you helped me more than enough. My throat's still getting used to all this reading. Want to give out on me already. The night stretched on endlessly, a far cry from the vibrant sapphire of my memories. There wasn't a single soul on the streets. Now and then a stray cat or dog passed by, hunching to the ground, contributing to the spine-chilling atmosphere of the eerie midnight. That cat, it can't see us? As long as you don't touch it, it can only repeat what it's done on the day that following the same route. At first I was terrified, but now, if I knew who was behind all this, I'd grab them by the collar and find out why. Repeating the same day over and over, like a rerun of a TV show being replayed again and again. You slide the progress bar and the characters jump right to that point in time. That's an interesting analogy. Well, is there some sort of hand sliding along the progress bar here in Sapphire? I felt like the comment was for Bronny, but somehow Rita's eyes fell on me as asking the question. Is she the one who put Sapphire in a loop? Why choose to put Sapphire in a loop as a forever looping bubble universe? What's the point? remember the neon lights on the rooftop and the rosy moon on this summer night. Has that innocent yet heartbreaking wish turned into something I can't make out? Hey, watch out! Hingle pulled me out of my thoughts. A cat dashed past me with swift steps, ignoring me like any other living thing here. If you touch the cat, monsters will be drawn out. So that's how they trigger the rule. How long is it gonna be? These streets make me feel incredibly uncomfortable. It's alright, my home's right ahead. Hold on. I'm sorry, I've got something to take care of. Please give me a sec. Sorry again. As Elsie had suddenly remembered something, Himiko had panic written all over her face. She ran to a nearby apartment and kept us outside with an excuse that she was preparing for something. Hey, are you alright, Himiko? I'm fine, just some minor problems. Unable to withstand the weight anymore, the bookshelf knocked the half-closed door open, crushing all the books and bottles and jars by her feet. Her place is just a mess. Here we go. Still so pretty, even now. Wait, never mind, just come in. Still, she tried to make an effort to remedy the situation. Hey, no picking at the mess. As if I have another choice. I tried hard to find a foothold in Himiko's room, carefully stepping around documents scattered all over the floor, like a soldier getting through a minefield. Cute. It's more like a disorganized storage room than a living space. Everyone, make yourselves at home. Obviously, the more effort Himiko made, the messier it became. Just when she finished sorting out a pile of files, any pile that had been already sorted would collapse at her feet, just like a roll of dominoes. Huh. I didn't know I had so much stuff. Don't worry, Himiko. We're just waiting for Bonnie to fine-tune the equipment. We're deeply grateful for the shelter you provided us in this looping city. Yeah, no need to trouble yourself, Himiko. It takes no time for a genius hacker to set the rig right up. Bonnie sat on a pile of books casually, while Rita stood on the side as gracefully as ever, giving Himiko a gentle smile. Sorry you had to see this. Want something to drink? There's orange juice in the fridge. That type doesn't go bad. I'll grab it for you. Would you like some ice? Some empty cans fell to the floor with a clang. Himiko, we'll just help ourselves. Siren, up for some more juice? What are you looking at? Something interesting. Wait, that's not for kids. I'm not a kid. Standing before the blackboard in corner, Siren turned around with a pouty face, revealing the investigation details on the board. And that's the Sapphire Serial Vampire events? Huh, you heard about them too? My colleagues say they're just rumors. Heard about it is an understatement. I used to be your suspect. Before coming to this bubble universe, I did some digging. There were multiple cases that night assaults in Sapphire, and every victim claimed they were attacked by vampires. I looked into them, nothing but hearsay. Anything else? Hearsay? Could it be the serial vampire events never took place in this looping bubble universe? That's all I know. How can I not know? I knew the frail girl in the alleyway, the canine tooth flashing beneath the lips, and the cold, desperate touch of her neck. Would the start of everything be the end of everything too? But I kept my mouth shut and silent. In my silence, Rita smiled in the most unnoticeable way. What a pity. Thought you could offer more. In fact, I've always believed the monsters in Sapphire are closely connected to the vampires, but everyone turns a blind eye and acts like I'm a freak. Speaking of it, do you believe in vampires? Huh, of course they're real, just like how this kid with cat ears is a magical girl. Anything is possible. The self-proclaimed genius hacker hasn't fixed the equipment up yet. Almost done, just so everyone can take a break and talk about vampires. It's hard for people to convince what lies beyond their own perception, but nothing can be known for certain. Just like how you never supposed there'd be a world stuck in an infinite loop, and yet here we are. Yeah, if someone told me I was in a world that was stuck in an infinite loop, I'd definitely put them in a nut house. Right, that's why people here always give me this weird look whenever I say loop. As for the case, based on what we know so far, I'm just chasing a laughable urban legend. Even though there's always a voice in my head telling me vampires are real, and I have this feeling that I need to stop before things get worse. Vigilantes act on proof, but I don't have anything that can prove vampires are real. They're dangerous, and I need to get to the bottom of this. Are you also of the opinion that I'm obsessed with this crazy theory? Of course not. You make up your mind and you follow through with it to the end. Huh, thank you. Pity that my colleagues and bosses are seeing things differently. They take me for a delusional fool. I got demoted and now just running boring chores and cleaning up after my boss. He said keeping me busy would get rid of my ridiculous thoughts. Problems at work messed up her life. Maybe that's why Himiko's place looks completely different from my memory. So I quit. Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, I forgot to say. The day that keeps getting replayed is the day I resigned. I slapped his face and yelled at him, get someone to clean, just get someone else to clean up your mess. Goodbye, and walked out the door. So every day you get to hit your boss and he won't remember the next day? Yep, pretty much. Doesn't that sound nice? Well, that sounds like heaven. No, I don't think so, Bronny. I mean, I do the same in your shoes. If this world is stuck in a loop, your investigation is going nowhere then. Relax, Himiko. Maybe we can free the city from the loop. See, it's already a third of the way done. Huh, that's promising. I trust you, Captain. When it's all over, I'll take you somewhere special and we can have a drink. The night view is great and you can drink Bronny's special cocktail. Huh, that'd be a sweet offer if I hadn't quit drinking. You quit drinking? Sounds like you know I used to be a big drinker. You're quite the enigma. I stopped drinking a long time ago. Alcohol numbs me, and I need to keep it together while I'm stuck in a messed up place. Sorry, but how can I turn you down? That'd be rude of me. Huh? When it's all over, buy me a drink at the place you mentioned. Sure, you got it. Ah, break's over. Come on, Himiko, let's head to the second pendulum. And off we go again. Invisible maze. Wasn't too bad. Following Himiko, we arrived at the suburban wasteland where an abandoned house stood conspicuously out of place. Himiko, are you sure this is the right place? It seems deserted around here. It can't be wrong. Each time the hour strikes, I can hear the sound of a clock chime coming from this direction. This building seems to be the entrance of an underground cellar. If my instincts are on point, there should be a large space below. The wine cellar. Now it's coming back to me. This place should be the grandest garden in Sapphire. Garden, but isn't this place a wine cellar? Flowers can be used for winemaking, don't you know? All their beverages are actually brewed from the flowers grown on the premise. The owner's crafted red rose wine is truly exquisite, and their coconut flower wine with its sweet and tangy, refreshing taste, plus a subtle coconut fragrance. Sorry, it's been quite a while since I've been around alcohol. Being in a wine cellar of all things caught me off guard. Never mind me. Miss Himiko's so adorable, don't you think? Back to the matter at hand. Going by the previously heard chimes, the second pendulum clock could be situated within the cellar. Let's go have a look. Himiko is indeed very cute, but I have moved on. I moved on from Himiko. It's been a long time. I have a new wife with Luna with me. May I ask who you are? Why are you sneaking around my grandfather's old wine cellar? I, Romeo, will uphold my family's dignity and expel you from this place. Sorry, but we have no ill intentions. We are simply searching for an item and we'll leave as soon as we find it. Searching for something? I recently cleaned up the cellar and I'm about to have it renovated. What might you be seeking? Did you? Well then, sir, have you come across an item resembling a pendulum clock? Ah, yes, I've seen it. I was actually quite puzzled because it appeared to be rather valuable, but it wasn't listed on the to-sell list my grandfather provided. That's great to hear, sir. I believe that's what we're looking for. Would you be kind enough to lead us to it? Oh, that won't do. Since from our family wine cellar, doesn't its ownership rightfully become ours? Wait, you're not gonna make us go through the application process, are you? That won't be necessary. If you're going to help me gather a particular flower from the mountains, I'd like to make a trade with you. Picking flowers, huh? Alright. Shifty maze. Easy enough.
Ne, あっちに行ってみよう。はっ、やっ、たっ、ちょっと逃げないでよ。それ、ふん、逃げられない。
後片付けはお任せください。
はっ、ふっと、いや、はっか、ブーン。了解。せっ、ふっ、せっ、ふっ、はっ、はっ、はっ、やー、せっ、ふっ、目標ロックオン。はや、
あいや。
フリーズ。オールユニッツ、ファイヤーアットウィル。
To say goodbye.
ちゃんとカットしなきゃ。やっはっはっと準備です。
思い出はローズマリーの花言葉です。
Flowers. Hop to it, hop to it. Here's your flowers. Here's the flower you want. Thank you, it's just as beautiful as I thought. Whenever I laid my eyes on it, the urge to pluck it and use it as a proposal gift for her would cross my mind. Sadly, I never managed to succeed. I promised her that I'd find her after sunset, hoping that by then, the mist would have dissipated. I know she must remember our promise. Can he also remember what he promised us? How strange, why do I remember this location and how it looks? This should be the first time I've seen this flower. Hey, what are you brooding over? When will you open the door and let the wine cellar for us? Sorry, I was a bit too carried away with the excitement. Well, since you really promised, it's time for me to fill mine. I'll unlock the door for you right away. Goodbye, then. Trackers, it's your turn now. As drones flew to the top of the pendulum clock, the ominous growls from monsters started to echo around. Seriously, do they ever show up? Do they have to show up every time? Likewise, I'm counting on you again this time. Keep them occupied for a bit longer, and I'll be done soon. Here we go again. Bap. 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 They could have made this at least a little bit harder. Bap. Even if it is a rerun event. Nice and easy, trackers. You've done a good job. It's not all nice. It's not nice at all. I'm so tired. Yeah, kids do get tired easily. Who are you calling a kid, huh? You've also noticed, haven't you? The number of enemies is increasing, just as Simco predicted. Does it mean we're going the right way? The emergence of these monsters is a direct result of us disrupting the loop. They seek to eliminate us as external factors and restore the proper course of action. It seems we need to pick up our pace. Simco, could you take us to the third pendulum clock tower now? Certainly, the third pendulum clock is likely situated within Sapphire's auction house. Let's go. Much obliged. Why don't we switch to walking around as Rita? Another one of those. Hmm. I have to work on that off screen in order to get max level. Ah, okay, okay. Hmm. In the sea. There's another memory fragment. That's the first one I've seen so far in the wild. And which one is this? Don't look at me like that. I'm ready. You promised to send me to the bubble universe where that person is drifting. I still have unkept promises. I didn't even say proper goodbye. That person always saw me at my worst. I won't tell the truth. That's too cruel. Besides, the sudden appearance of someone who should have died will only raise suspicion, won't it? I've made up my mind. I'll tell the person that I'm a vampire, locked at the bottom of a pyramid, a completely different being. I want to create a brand new encounter, an encounter that's beautiful and full of smiles. This time, I want that person to see me at my best. So I beg of you, let me see that person again. Which memory was that? Further on, about the middle of the road. Warehouse 3. Oh. That's no good. As expected, the pendulum clock is inside, but the security is quite tight. It's an auction house after all. It houses a vast collection of invaluable treasures. Is it possible to disable it using technology? You mean hacking into the system? Sure, but the security measures are highly intricate. Unless we find a back door, hacking it might take a whole day. But if we're unable to disable the pendulum clock here, the security system will reset with a loop by the next day. Bingo, technology isn't all powerful after all. Abelard. Oh, what have I just heard? Are you guys planning to break in and steal something? A boy in black hooded cloak suddenly interjected into our conversation. No, you heard it wrong. That's not what we're doing. Ha, no worries. I'm Abelard, an expert in hacking. Listen up. I'll tell you the back door that can incapacitate the security system. So you actually want to join us? Let me make it clear. I'm not engaged in any thievery. I'm here solely to share some intel with you in exchange for a little favor. What do you want? It's actually quite simple. I just need you to look for the bookstore and grab me a comic book for me. I've been eager to read its final chapter for quite some time. Then just go buy it yourself. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but the comic book's author kept delaying the release, and my disjointed plot points really got me on my nerves, so I go home back and end up venting my frustration at the bookstore. The store manager got upset and then they closed the store. You're really into comics, huh? So where should we go to buy that comic for you? Well, the plaza nearby is gathering a spot for comic book enthusiasts. Right now I happen to have a copy of The Vampire Knight and the Human Princess in my possession. Take this book with you in exchange for the item. You'll surely be able to get what I want in return. Why don't you go there yourself, there? Given that I started enough trouble to get to the bookstore closed, showing up there make me as hard for a beating from fellow comic book enthusiasts? You have a point. Alright then, it's just a comic book after all. We'll bring it back for you. Remember, the comic book we're looking for is Pip Squad Epic. What a weird name. Yeah, we'll keep it in mind. Time for a little trade quest. What do you want? Do you want it? Ah, here you go. And then you. the day you appeared with the moon, huh? Here you go. Here's your book. After handing the comic with Albert to Adelard, he was absolutely thrilled. He couldn't contain his excitement as he crouched down by the street, flipping through the pages one by one. Adelard, so can you tell us how to tackle the scary system? Ah, the hero is actually— what? The hero is actually a supervillain, and the heroine just vanished without explanation? What? The story is suspended here again? No, I'm not accepting this. Abelard's drain of strength crumbled to the ground, gazing skyward, as if realizing a profound pain and lament that echoed with anguish. I kind of regret giving him that comic book now. Abelard, I do emphasize with your sorrow, but I really need to know how to disable the scary sim at the auction house. Have you not seen how miserable I am? Why are you so interrogating me at this moment? You're so cold-blooded. It appears that employing some unconventional means to soothe his pain is in order. Trackers, get ready. Oh, no need for that. I don't know why, but the pain is all gone right away now. For some unknown reason, Abelard suddenly regains his vigor and springs back to life like the devil. Come here, I'll tell you. Get closer. I don't want others to overhear us. Just saying, my computer has already been connected. At which level can I find the back door? The main control switch for the security system is located in the corner of the plaza. Pulling the switch will cut off the power, and with no power, the system will be paralyzed. I'm hitting that right now to cut off the power for you. So the solution is simply to trip the switch? How can the security system not even have a power off protection? Can it really work? Of course, I did it once before. It seems like I might have slipped up. You didn't hear anything, alright? Fine, we'll trust you. Take two. Checkers, let's hope this is the last time. As the drones hover over the pendulum clock, the menacing growls emanate from the shadows of the vault. We'll take it from here. Bap. 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 Completed. That's 3 clock towers. Done. Finally, the third one's taken care of as well. This should be the last one, right? Hooray! We really did it! Huh, not bad. Brownie, why are you gazing at the panel? After the pendulum clock stops, Sapphire seems to have undergone some peculiar changes. What is it? I was a little concerned about the high wall we encountered earlier, so I dispatched some drones to keep an eye on it. At least now the unreasonable obstacles we ran into the map will have disappeared. In other words, Sapphire might be undergoing some changes that we didn't expect. Like the areas that were previously inaccessible are now open to us? Exactly, especially that fog that prevented us from our path to the forest is gone. Making a lot of progress. Guess since I'm not doing the side story or side missions. Switch. What is this place? Just a moment ago, a surge of energy similar to magic teleported us here. Teleportation? I actually feel more like we returned to the starting point of a loop. Rita, are you suggesting that once we got here, we became trapped in a loop where every time we reach that building, we get teleported back to the starting point? It's just my conjecture based on everything we've experienced so far. So in other words, the loop hasn't been truly broken yet. This force is currently impeding our progress. But all 3 pendulum clocks have been shut down. What if there are more than 3 of them? Huh? Brownie, have you found anything? Those 3 pendulum clocks are indeed interconnected by some mysterious force, but upon calculation, the energy they contain hasn't been reached the expected threshold. Which means within the current Sapphire, there might be more than one of these things, more than Ah, there might be one or more things capable of controlling the rules of this loop. Could it be hidden somewhere? Could it be some hidden pendulum clocks? But I've been in Sapphire for so long and I've never come across a fourth pendulum clock. Perhaps we consider another approach. Within this world, is there anything that's beyond the reach of the rules, apart from the pendulum clocks controlling the loop? My words had barely faded when all eyes converged on Himiko in her unison. You mean me? Indeed, Miss Himiko is the only person we've encountered in this world who remains unaffected by the loop. Speaking of which, Himiko, I was so focused on breaking the loop that I totally forgot to ask you how you discovered that you were in it. Perhaps it's because the events that occurred one day would happen again the next, and the conversation of those around me kept repeating as well. Can you remember when you first noticed that? I only realized the loop when there was quite some time that had passed, and it took me a while to verify, so I can't be certain about the exact moment or place I managed to break free from the loop. As I dashed forward, taste of blood in my mouth drowned beneath the pungent scent of gunpowder. In the frozen air, my body kept plummeting. Echoes of resistance, guilt, regret, and self-reproach reverberated through my mind. An idea suddenly took shape in my mind. Himiko has been in that alley. Perhaps that's where she broke free from the loop. Maybe we should investigate the alleys in Sapphire. Huh? Why the alleys? It's more of an instinct. I have a feeling that we might uncover something quite extraordinary there. However, time is running short. If the loop restarts, all our efforts might very well be in vain. So we can't put all our chips in the alleys. Brody, given the potential connections between the pendulum clocks, can you use the available data to estimate the whereabouts of the concealed clock? Oh, I got you, but it'll take some time. Shall we split up for now? Yes, since I've investigated Sapphire before, Himiko and I will head to the alleys first. Sierra and Rita will join Brownie in the data analysis here and determine the location of the hidden pendulum clock. The area blocked by the forest became accessible only after the tempering of the third three clocks. It might have something to do with the concealed clock. Please rest assured, Captain. Sierra and I will ensure Miss Brownie's safety while she analyzes data. I'll take care of her. Hey, Captain, how about a little competition to see whether you or Miss Himiko can find the hidden clock first, or we do. See you later, Brownie. Hey, don't go so fast, Captain. Ha, jumping the gun won't do you any good. I assure you, I won't be bested. Another map to track your current location. Just want to look around a bit. Can I go back to this? Nah, I don't have any more of those. We will wait on that. Unfortunate. With the faint moonlight cast upon the narrow alley, I followed Himiko closely and kept looking around. What am I waiting for? What am I going to say to her if she really shows up? It's like I have a lot of questions for her, but I don't know how to start. But she's not here today. I shook my head, not knowing if I should feel relieved or disappointed. I started to look for clues as to the hidden pendulum. No signs of the hidden pendulum. Nothing special here. Himiko. What? What? A crow swooshed past Himiko. Had I failed to pull her over, we would have run into a mob monster just from touching the crow. I was so focused on the pendulum that I almost forgot. Thank you. Her face suddenly tightened up. Himiko, are you alright? Himiko. You know, in my memory, on that day in this vacant alley, there was someone anxiously calling out to me. I worried it might be related to the stuff with the vampires, so I lifted my head and tried to check the time. Only to find my watch was going much slower than I remembered. Even creepier still was. I knew there was something wrong with the time. I was sure the watch wasn't broken, but unconsciously I had somehow taken it for granted. So the moment when you left the loop was when someone called your name? Himiko stayed silent for a long time while she stared at me. Himiko? It was you, wasn't it? Huh? That voice was you, right? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what did you just call me? You remembered everything now, Himiko? Seems like a lot of things have happened, but I'm not sure that they're my memories. Perhaps certain things did happen to me, but I didn't experience them myself. Something happened to you, but you didn't experience it? I'm dead, aren't I? On that day, she was ready to die when she came here. At that time, it was Master Callan who told me everything about A872. But in the alley, she was the first one to soften up. She kept saying it was her fault. I didn't know what to say to comfort her, and you kept calling me. I was worried about you, and I regretted not understanding what you meant when you were drunk on the rooftop. I was trying to find you. Come on, stop it. Making up my mind was hard enough. I'm not letting you talk me over. Huh. I thought I was ready, and that death was but a moment. It was only then that I got to know that a moment could be longer than a lifetime. In that moment, there, my dad's smiling face, when I was admitted by the Caltech at 15, the fiery passions become Valkyrie, and smell the breeze and the beer on the summer night at 19. Master Callan told me told me to take the call, and that I wouldn't want you to live in regret, so I should at least give you a proper goodbye. But you only said one sentence over the phone. You think that was a proper goodbye? Huh. You're still childless as ever. I know you well. Your determination and stubbornness. So I said to Master Callan, let's end all this before the old hothead gets here. Because I wanted to die human. At least when you saw me, I'll still be how I looked when we first met. Himiko, I tried a million times to find a way to save all of you from that tragedy. Again and again, I'd reset time and come here, hoping to achieve a different outcome through my observations and experience. That's why there are so many different stories about you in my memory. Sorry, Himiko. There's only no way to explain certain things to you back then. Huh, even if you did, I might still find it hard to trust you, a suspected vampire. Huh. Looks like living in the looping bubble universe has opened your mind to some strange possibilities. So in the story where I died, the stuff with the vampires did occur, but in the world I live in now, they're only rumors. Yeah, vampires exist in that world, but in this Sapphire City, the vampire, hasn't hurt anyone yet. There aren't any bite marks on the monsters, and no citizens became victims. The boy we saved mentioned the monsters don't usually hurt people. The reason he was attacked was likely because he would confirm what he thought about the vampire rumors and cause them a change. Back at Homepool's joyful dining, monsters appeared because we tried to tell the waiter the truth about this world. If I'm correct, the monsters don't come from vampire infections. Rather, they're a defense mechanism of the world. When outsiders like us appear, the defense mechanism of this world will activate to remove us. Sounds like you've got a lot of experience with these sorts of things. I've seen things like this many times. So, what is the truth about the vampire rumors? I'm not sure. Based on what we know so far, there probably isn't any vampires in the sea. So the investigation only came from my obsessions in my memory. No, there is no vampire in this city. But the vampire rumors didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Someone has been spreading them only to keep the people's attention from something really important. You mean the rumors are used to cover up the truth that this world is in an infinite loop? So your investigations are not a wild goose chase, and we're getting closer to the truth. Thank you, sir, for telling me that. Well, if I'm alive in this world, does it mean your observations have made a difference and changed the outcome? No, there's still unfinished business for me, and I've come here to settle it. It's about the vampire, right? She might have turned into something I don't understand, but I made a promise to her, and I intend to keep my word. The community disrupted my thoughts. A hologram of Brownie popped up at the moment I took the call. Sorry to interrupt, but I've got good news. Congrats to the genius hacker on winning the top prize in the Finding the Hidden Pendulums competition. You found it, Brownie? Brownie, you're amazing. It's right where we found the Bubble Universe. It's right where we found the Bubble Universe was tampered with. Right, we saw the sun shift from day to night there. Bingo! Hey, Rosemary, stop nudging me. Brownie was nudged aside by Rita. Rita began to speak while Brownie's mumbled in the background. Has anything come of your investigation, Captain Himiko? Himiko has just recalled everything, but she seems to have multiple overlapping memories, and it might be related to me coming here to observe too many times. You're as keen as ever, Captain. Just like Himiko's overlapping memories, this bubble universe has generated parallel outcomes due to your observations. And that's why the living Himiko has the memory of falling down in the alley back then. The coexistence of possibilities have rendered the Sapphire Global Universe unstable, so it needs to maintain stability through the loop. But who installed the pendulums and made the loop possible? You're still in the old habit of asking questions to which you know the answers. I looked up at the boundless dark. In the loop, Sapphire has obsessively painted the heavens with the color of night. Why is the night in Sapphire so long? Is it because it was also dark when I made that promise? Since ether anchors are special to Bubble Universe, for this Bubble Universe, the pendulum controlling the city's loop is actually the ether anchor, right? Seeing that I switched topic, Rita gently smiled and let it slide. Too early to tell. We can only say they're closely connected. After all, there is no ether anchor in the pendulums we looked into. Maybe it's the fourth pendulum, or maybe it's behind the barrier before us. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink. I'm sending the coordinates for the fourth pendulum to you. Wait, Brian, before that, I have a question for Himiko. Huh? For me? Huh, no need to be nervous. I'll take whatever answer I get. Since you belong to this bubble universe, I think you need to know. The bubble universe is sustained by the loop. If the loop breaks, the bubble universe will become unstable again. You mean Sapphire will be destroyed right away? Huh, not exactly. Just like the others, Sapphire's bubble universe will slowly decay into oblivion. It might take hundreds of years. I think, instead of worrying about the remote possibilities, it's better to give the real thing, living and breathing people in this world their lives back. Life should keep going forward. Repeating the same day forever? That isn't living. Tomorrow, hope, and future. These words have been lost in this world for too long. So I must break the loop. I see. Contrary to my expectations, it only took Himiko a brief moment to accept the fact that her bubble universe would eventually die. Perhaps too many unusual events have appeared have prepared her for the worst. Since Himiko's decided, we should head to the fourth pendulum right now. On we go. Whew. Going through the story all in one sitting like this really is something. Not having to wait for the event to upgrade day by day, or I guess patch by patch. It's nice to get through, just sort of steamroll through it like this. I still gotta do the subquests though, at least a few of them. I gotta find more of those where those other memory fragments are. But all in due time. The real thing is that I'm being heavily limited by the fact that I don't have all these, like, actual exploration tools. That'll just have to come in time, as I just keep hopping into the grind. Once again, we arrived at the spot where we witnessed the transition from day to night. The device still stood there, yet this time I heard the steady ticking sound. Tick-tock, tick-tock. At its top, a delicate pendulum clock had been elevated. As we suspected, this is the fourth pendulum clock. Hello there, can you hear me? Well, Siren, you surely sound quite energetic. And yes, I heard you. We located the fourth pendulum clock, but why are you and Rita the only ones who were there? Where's Bronny? Well, she said she couldn't wait to see your downcast look, so she's gone to find you already. Bronny's come to find me? He's definitely gonna get sour because I outdid him this time. Childish. And Bronny called me a kid. Thank you, Siren. Great imitation show. However, it's true that only Bronny can hack into these pendulum clocks. Glad to hear those nice words you said about me. Well, did I arrive just in nick of time? Yep, your lifesaver, Bronny. I glanced up at the pendulum clock before me, and Bronny was expertly tinkering with her equipment nearby. It seems that only after the 3 pendulum clocks are hacked does the fourth hidden one appear. Hey, hacker, go ahead and do what you gotta do. We got your back. Himiko raised her sword, cautiously scanning her surroundings. Unexpectedly this time, there were no monsters inside at all. It's done. Now the hidden pendulum clock has been cracked as well. Bronny, you're unbelievable. Don't forget you're looking at a genius hacker. We can enter the building now. It seems you've taken care of that pendulum clock. That's music to my ears. Sadly, it's not that easy. You'll know once you return. I felt a bit of a patch on the map right here. Let's see what's in this corner. Level 40. Can't go that way yet. Anything over here? Or the forest. Another kid's game? Which one is this? Hide and seek? Is it you? Get better at prop hunt, kid. You gotta angle yourself along with the wall. You can't just stand there. I'll miss a line like that. Can't go that way. I'm gonna be doing this a lot if I want to fill out the map. I'll continue on though. This time, let's switch back to Siren. You're back. How'd it go? Thanks to Bronny's expertise in Himiko's protection, we managed to avoid being swarmed by those persistent monsters. Returning to the spot where we parted ways with Siren and Rita, the barrier that once impeded our progress was now gone. However, the open expanse ahead was riddled with the very monsters that had traced us all the way. Seems all the monsters we missed on our way back here gathered here, waiting for us. Are we so very sorely missed? Well, yeah, what a happy reunion. Since they're all lying in wait, it means that what we've done so far has been quite effective. So, is everyone ready? Himiko tightened her grip on her weapon, her expression growing solemn as she focused on the impending tough battle. Yeah, like always, let's get this show on the road. I can't switch Himiko in.
魔法少女シーリン出発所詮そんな
Hello. But also I fought you.
や捕まえましたよや捕まえましたよ
This one's always been a fun little boss fight. I always liked it. Just getting the timing right and the dodges and collapsing them bit by bit. It's nice and easy to get the hang of. And it's a fun fight.
逃げられない
後片付けはお任せください
フリーズや目標ロックオンファイヤーリアード
Ah, come on.
了解フリーズタイムトゥーセイグッバイ
There's that line.
Yeah. 捕まえましたよいや
このハサミで全てを切り裂いちゃおう
Down it goes.
もっと褒めてもいいんだよ
When the monster fell, the horizon began to glow with the first light of dawn. By my side, Himiko lifted her head and stared at the dawning sky. Is it over? With the long overdue sunlight touching my eyes, the boundless dark was washed away by the summer sun. Bronny glanced at the time on the equipment and yawned in relief. It's gonna take some time. We can't say the loop is over, but our work is pretty much done. As the night faded, the entrance to the tunnel nearby emerged in the sun. Things over here had come to an end, but our journey was still ongoing. Himiko reached out her hand, trying to catch sunlight. It's new today. It's a new day, right? With the pendulum taken care of, the loop will end soon, and the normal time flow will return to Sapphire. I imagined it a million times how the loop would end, but when it truly happened, it felt unreal. Relax, it's only a matter of time before Sapphire returns to normal. What's your plan? My plan? Nothing involving vampires happened in this world, but in my memory, Master Count told me A872's reasoning. Whether it's for Sapphire in my memory or the Sapphire in the loop now, I hope she can shoulder this responsibility. Sorry, sir. She must be important to you, right? Himiko, let's go stop her together. Huh? To be honest, I had been investigating her before this, but the more I got to know, the more confused I became about her intentions. Maybe she had her good reasons, or maybe she was caught in a difficult situation. But there's no excuse for her to run from her responsibility. As you said, she's important to me, so I'll face the consequences together with her, and stop her before it gets too late. Come on, Himiko, let's get to the bottom of this. Yeah, after all, we are the best detective duo in the city. Sapphires, Holmes, and Watson. Alright, all hands on deck. We need to hurry. There's no telling if she's gonna stir up even bigger trouble. Quit laughing like that, Rosemary. It's creepy. You missed important clues when you're too hasty, Brawny. Following Rue's eyes, I saw a gleaming stone with a monster vanish. It would have been easy to miss if I weren't paying attention. That's another miracle stone. Let me see. It does contain the power to control the pendulums, but it's not the complete ether anchor, only a broken fragment. A fragment? So there are more ether anchor fragments in this bubble universe? Where are they? The sun pain interrupted my thinking, and everything in my view became blurred. I tried hard to breathe and regain control over my body. Sir? Hey, what's going on with you? Everything faded away. I heard them calling me, and I struggled to tell them I was fine, but the sudden agony deprived me of my last bit of strength. Human, it's you. The violent dizziness numbed my limbs once again, I was cast in the crimson mist. Hurry. Go. Luna. Hurry. Leave this place. Where are you? Where are you? Answer me! Her voice disappeared, and my world sank into darkness. Anything over here? Noteworthy? I gotta level up. Oh no. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to level locked. Well, I got that now. Hopefully these side quests will level me up. What do you got here? I did not pay attention to the prompt. I gotta get back. Okay. Okay. Let me restart. I messed that up. No, that's not right. I can't walk over that if I gotta get there. I'll try this way. There we go. At the pier. Another fragment. Is everything you said true? It doesn't matter. I know you don't have to lie to me. But how? How did this happen? That person and I can never... I never believed in fate, but if this is the destined ending, I might as well end it myself. Luna. Luna. Alright. Gotta get moving around. What's on this side? Nothing. There's a little land over there. Can I get over there? Nah, I can't jump the ledges yet. Guess we'll go after this one. Alright. Man. Where is this one? Such a nice peaceful melody for an open world. Hey. Gotta make a match. I remember this. Make an S. Oh, I gotta mirror it. Ah, my bad. And over here. Go all the way over here. Okay. Just like that. Cool. Can I really only get these from the little grinding things? Ah, darn. I'll at least clear out what I can around here. Do as much as I can. What's over here? that one's different. Maybe I can explore up here a bit. No. Another memory. Ah, this little tune. I was dead once. No, more than once. I clearly remember every pain, every death, every despair, and every second of the unforgettable past. And that human was determined with determined eyes who appeared before me every time to try to save me. It's strange that there are countless versions of my memory. They're submerging me, and each version ends with cold tears and a crimson moon. But I just wanted to. Well, things will be different this time, Luna. We'll save you and get our happily ever after. Level 40. Can't go that way. Anything over here? Locked. Played with you already. Here's Homeland. Don't worry, Luna, we'll go to Homeland. Thank you for fulfilling my wishes. Could you entertain one last self-request of mine? Please dance with me, right here. I always wish that someone would say those words to me. We'll get to dance. Just look at that DDR pad there. We'll definitely dance. Don't know why the map's not showing itself. Oh, there it is. Anything here? No. Maybe around here? Out in the water? Nah, there's nothing out there. Is there anything else I can get? Anything else? What about over here in this section? I feel there's definitely some land here I haven't touched. Yeah, that was something. Just down here. Too heavy. Over here. about you? Take that. Nothing that way. Down south? Can I go there? Ah, another memory. Gotcha. Who are you? What is this all about? I don't understand most of what you said, but I believe you because you bear a special scent. What are those different versions of my memory? Possibilities for the future? Different observations results? I'm sorry, I still don't get it. So, which of them is real? To me, none of them are. But to that person, all of them are? Then for me, all of them are real too. They are my realities. The existence of that person is my reality. Ah, Luna. She's so wonderful. How can you not love her? Can't do anything there. Ah, clear that up. On the right order. No. Come on. Such a nice, well thought out open world to explore. So nice to fun to explore. Let's see, where else can I go for now? I think that might be where I'm limited to for now. Maybe there's something there I can get? Something around here? Can't get down there. Ah, why must I be limited like this? Maybe that little corner? I don't know, I'm desperate here. Or something. Oops. Oh boy. Anything over in this little corner? How do I get that treasure there? Seems completely sealed off. Nah, nothing here. don't see a path to that one. I really wanted to play through the whole story. I didn't think I'd be level locked like this. I guess it makes sense why they have to extend the life of the event. They don't want you just rushing through it. Which I'm both like happy and sad about. I just wish I could have done it on stream. But yeah, I'll have to level do the whole leveling and grinding off cam. Unfortunate, but that's how it is. Can't really explore anything more yet. So just have to wait and see have to wait for the future. I already got those outfits, so I'll just be getting that asteroid. Also some... Let's see, what do I have to do for this little blooming the new year? Complete any of the events. Complete any 3 of the following missions during the event. 6 of the following mission, 9 of the following missions. 12 of the missions. Guess we'll do this for now. We'll start with doo-doo.
勝つ準備はできましたか?
Special attack or evasion astral ring. I guess we'll go for that one. Make it easy on myself.
勝つ準備はできましたか? 風に乗って。勇気こそが一番の装備です。
I'll take that one. That one.
出発しましょう。勝つ準備はできましたか? 行きましょう。はい。勇気こそが一番の装備です。
That one. That one.
出発しましょう。勝つ準備はできましたか?
Really just don't even have to press any buttons with this one. That one, I guess.
行きましょう。勝つ準備はできましたか? 出発しましょう。はい。
Not sure what the point of this challenge is. It's pitifully easy. But the game wants to just give me some easy rewards. I'm not one to complain.
努力するたびにこの世界は少しずつ変わっていきます。
Sure.
行きましょう。勝つ準備はできましたか? 出発。はい。
万象は常に無名じゃ。この音は警戒を緩めず一気に攻めましょう。 This makes me look forward to Makes me look forward to.
行きましょう。
Reminds me of Sonic Racing Crossworld coming out. Looking forward to playing that game.
勝つ準備はできましたか？
Just from the initial teaser, it looked really good.
私を信じてくれますか？どこへ行くんです？はっ！万象、常に無名じゃ。夜を切り裂き、空を貫く。
Just the initial teaser, seeing that they brought back hoverboards finally for a Sonic Racing game, and they're combining it with the pre-existing cars. It's already so great.
この体でも自由に動けます。
You're kind of standing on nothing there for a second there, doo-doo. Oh, that was easy. Let's go, Kiana and Rice Cake.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。
Let's do the less easy one. Stealth shift, enter enhanced state, basic attack, yada yada. We'll do that one.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒にここでは私たちが主役なの。
Do the one with more flair to it.
おめでとうの時間だよ。年越しアタック。 速さを比べるの？
I still don't quite understand the appeal of like Aponia's signets.
出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒に戦おう。
I mostly just chose it just because why not? It's already gonna be super easy.
蛇使いの技が見たいの？アマチ旋風。
Too much for the game to handle?
あんたの願いちゃんと聞いたから。
I'm just picking whatever.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒に戦おう。
Dun dun dun.
ちゃんと聞いてね。元気を出してね。ぐるぐる続きパパパパン。やっ
That one. Sure.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒に戦おう。
Bum bum. Down.
元気を出してね。ぐるぐる続きパパパパン。蛇使いの技が見たいの？アマチ旋風。
I'll never get tired of hearing Rice Cake just go loo like that. So adorable.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒に戦おう。怖がらないで。私の友達なの。元気を出してね。ぐるぐる続きパパパパン。耳を澄ませて。やっ蛇使いの技が見たいの？アマチ旋風。
And away they go. Last floor.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。あんたなかなかやるね。一緒に戦おう。 私の友達なの。
蛇使いの技が見たいの？アマチ旋風レッカル、新しい明日を灯す。おめでとうの時間だよ。
That's not a war face. Show them your war face, rice cake. Not that one. Your war face, rice cake. No, not that one. Not there. Almost getting there. Oh. Oh, now that happened. Oh, come on now, rice cake. You can do it. War face. No. Ah, come on now. Now you're just being needy. Come on. There it is.
元気を出してね。
Now get out of here.
バンバンバンバン。
That's a war face.
今日のお菓子はお餅にチーズ、チキンにハンバーガー。借りる？
Did that look like the face of mercy to you? Little fragment box, cool. Hmm. 3 floors of that. Mission battles. Combat missions. Well, suppose I can't really do much anymore right for now. Yeah, I guess I forgot that this is still technically going on. Ah, the lobby's closed. Well, it was a fun lobby. Glad that they brought it back. Who should I get the fragments for? I guess since we're doing a Loon event, why not? Why not for one of the many Teresas? Yeah, just look at her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love her so much. Where are you? There you are.
道が険しくとも世がそばにいるわ。守るべき者のために。
Double S rank. I suppose we were close enough to the 3-hour mark for when I usually swap games. So, I'd make good progress, I'd say. Yeah, new skills. Not that I don't appreciate Coleman or anything, but she's still...
あなたの手のぬくもり懐かしい。
She's just wife. She is the wife. Even if I don't have all of her stigmata, I unfortunately only got the one. But I make do with what I can. I'm a 51% bonus to lightning, and that one too. It's not bad. But I suppose for now, it's time to swap games over to some Monster Hunter.
休日チケット
Well,
は
first off,
1
can I
秒
have
で
it?
宿題が終わるの？ 100枚くれる？ お願い。
No, Kiana, I can't. You have to do your homework, even though I never did my
一
homework.
日の K は朝、一週の今日は月曜って言うでしょ。でも月曜の悪魔には負けないよ。
That a girl,
お餅
Kiana.
みたいなものをムニムニするとストレス解消になるよ。クラインがお餅麦を売り始めてる。
You're also very precious, Kiana, and we love you very much.